everybody, Catherine back again. Today, we are doing the baked brie sunflower. Okay, this is another one of those looks like $1,000,000 app or main if you love cheese, but literally it's only 5 ingredients. It is so easy to make. I think you're gonna love it. So here's the things you're gonna need. You need a reel of brie cheese, okay? You need rosemary, either from the store or if you've got a garden, an herb garden, go cut some down. You need puff pastry. Okay, I've already just got this open. And then you also need a jam of your choice. So I've got a couple here to choose from and I can't quite decide which one. I've got a red hot raspberry. And then I've also got this just peachy. But, you know, being that it is fall, you could do an apple, you could do a fig, anything will work with this. Super make it seasonal. As we get closer to the holidays, you could do cranberries. So lots of options on this, but so easy. And this is just, and it absolutely shines. So the only other thing you need that I failed to mention is you need some melted butter. So I've got it in my little pot here. And as far as tools, you need a brush to brush oil, a knife, and a rolling pin. That's it. And then something to bake it on. So this is what we're going to bake ours on today. This is a brand new, those semi-glazed white stoneware. Check that out. Dishwasher safe. That's amazing, isn't it? So this one is relatively new. So if you've had this one in the past, it's about the same size. It's just a tiny bit smaller, and that's so it will fit in your dishwasher, right? Super smart. It's also a touch deeper than our previous one. So this is a really great option for, you could do like a dessert pizza in here. You can do regular pizza and just roll your crust all the way out to the edges. This is one of my absolute favorite products as we get closer to the holidays. I love to do boards on here. So sandwich boards, charcuterie boards, hot cocoa boards, dessert boards, any kind of board. I love it because it's got the handles. I can easily, wrap it or foil it if needed. But if you are a stoneware fan and you've got some stoneware, you know how amazing they are in terms of even heat as they bake. Just for any type of baked goods, they are fantastic. So absolutely a go-to. So that's what we're going to use to make our brie sunflower, okay? So I'm going to set that just up here. Okay, first step is to find your puff pastry. Boom. Okay, and you should have 2 sheets. I'm not sure if this one is 1 or 2, but we're gonna find out. Okay. This particular one is actually 1 massive sheet, and it's very thick. So I am going to go ahead and cut this. Most puff pastry comes with 2 sheets. This one is a single, and that is a-okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do with our crust, we're gonna get rid of our trash. Okay, we're gonna keep them in rectangles, okay, and we are gonna roll them. So we're gonna have 1 rectangle on our stone going this way, and the other one 90 degrees, going the other way. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this handy dandy brand spanking new rolling pin, and I'm just, because I only had the 1 sheet, I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. So it kind of gets closer to fitting the size of this stone. So I have made this with other puff pastry, and it actually is longer than the stone. So if that's the case, you just cut, and that is a-okay. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up. Okay. And that's it. There's our first rectangle. If you have a very well-seasoned stone, you do not need to season it or oil it at all. This one is like pretty brand new. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter on the bottom. It will also help this fancy little sunflower to get a little extra crispy on the bottom, which is always a win. Okay, step 1, drop. Okay, you're just gonna put it on your stone going that way, okay? All right, next step is to take your wheel of brie, okay, and you're gonna go ahead and open that. And then we're just gonna trim off the top. So that is what we need our knife for. And you just want to trim a little bit. You don't need to trim a lot because you don't want to get rid of all that yummy cheese. Oops. Okay, we're gonna call that good. So I'm just gonna clear that sticky piece of brie. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry, one more trim just to get that fully off. Okay, and then I am also going to, in the center, just gonna cut out a little bit so that when this bakes, the jam, we're gonna put the jam in on the brie, it kind of will stay where it's supposed to. I'm showing you this. It's not a trick. It's just simply a lesson learned, okay? So it's just kind of got a small bit, and then we're going to put that right in the center of your puff pastry, okay? Good time for me to clear my stuff. Okay, and then we come to the jam. So it's the raspberry or the peach. I don't know, I'm going with raspberry, you guys, okay? So you need about a 1/4 cup. But if you, you can always add more of this after it's done baking. And so here, I'm just gonna add this to the center of the cheese, okay? And that's it for that step, okay? Another easy step, okay? And now we get to take our second piece of puff pastry, make it into a rectangle again. And for those of you that were listening, you know we're going to put it the other direction. Okay. I think you guys are gonna love this. It is super simple, but you're gonna look like an absolute rock star whenever you make this and serve this. This is an awesome appetizer for all the holidays as well, especially if you are family. Like on Thanksgiving, we eat, kind of our big Thanksgiving dinner at 1, 2-ish, but everybody's hungry before then. So these are the kind of things I like to make during that time. So they're really easy. Little cheese board, little baked brie. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. Okay, we're going the opposite way with this one, okay? And you're putting it right over the top of your cheese, okay? So then the next task, we need to, as much as possible, you're gonna just push the two pieces together. You don't wanna leave an air bubble though around your brie. So if you need to just kind of lift, I'm just lifting this here so I get a good, kind of a good seal. Does that make sense? Of course it does, because you guys are brilliant. Okay, so that is it there. Okay, so we've got that there. We're just gonna go like that. Fantastic. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a knife or a pizza cutter and we're gonna start at the center and we're working our way out. Okay, we're just making strips. Okay, so it looks like this. And we're just gonna keep doing that, center out all the way around. This one got a little bit long, so I'm actually just gonna cut this. Although I really don't like to waste puff pastry. Okay, and you can do as many as you want. You could do, probably up to 16 of these. You do want them a touch thicker because when we are all done with this, you're gonna pull and be able to dip that cheese out. And so if they're super narrow, they're not gonna pick up a lot of cheese for you. Okay, I'm gonna trim that side. Okay, and if you do cut some off like I did, we can use that. Again, we can use it to make little twists. Okay, so next step is where you're just gonna take one of your cuts and you are simply going to twist it, okay? This does not need to be fancy, okay? So super fast, here we go. We're gonna twist all of these really fast. Hopefully you're starting to see why this is called a sunflower. It's because it's very fall thing, isn't it? But definitely looks like a sunflower, and it's so pretty when it bakes. 2 left, guys. 1. Okay, so again, doesn't need to be perfect, but there you get the idea. The last thing I'm gonna do is, just because this is a little bit of a pocket, similar to if you were doing a pie, I'm just gonna put a couple of vent holes on the top of that so that it, and then I'm just gonna one more time really push this together. Okay, so if the steam comes out. Okay, then we just take butter, a little bit of butter, and you're just gonna brush everything so it gets a nice, just puff pastry gets such an awesome golden brown finish to it after it bakes. Okay.
What's happening?
Oh, I'm doing a video. Hi, Mom. My mom's here. Oh. She's not wanting to be on the video. Okay, almost done. Last one. Okay, so you're just gonna brush this. If you have kids in the kitchen, this is a really fun part to involve them in. It's like painting, okay? And then we're simply going to take our rosemary. Okay, and you can make this as fancy or as simple as you want. I like to use scissors because it goes very quickly. Okay, so I like to put a couple in the middle, and then you're just gonna put little sprigs of rosemary on your twists. And you could be super specific or not so much. Whoops. What do you think? You're gonna be on all the videos. All right. Okay, you can make it as pretty as you want. Okay, but here is our finished product before it goes in the oven. Okay, so now this will bake, let's see, about 20 minutes, and it should be golden brown. So I will be back with the results, but I would love to hear what jam would you put in your brie sunflower. We'll see you soon. I'm back. Look it. Didn't it turn out amazing? Okay, so for eating this, this is really, you can use a little scraper, you know, if you want to, but you're just going to pull off one of your twists. And then when we start to dig into here, look at this, just ooey gooey cheese, okay? Hot, so good, okay? Enjoy that one.